Hello everyone, this is Khalilah Holmes. I'm here today to bring you another video on how to, instead of sublimating, I'm going to use a heat transfer paper to use to put a design on 100% black t-shirt. So I am going to try to use this paper here. Oh, and I hope you can see the name of it right here, and it's called PPD, Photo Paper Direct, and it's for dark t-shirts. I'm gonna go ahead and print this paper, my designer, off on the paper. I already selected the design, and so this is a fall. I'm gonna do a fall t-shirt, but on this particular t-shirt, I'm not going to put a font on it. I'm just going to show you how I did the design transfer on from the paper. Okay, so get ready. Let's get started. Hello everyone, this is Khalilah Holmes again, and today I'm doing a t-shirt, but I'm going to do a black t-shirt. And what I did, I downloaded this design from Etsy, and you probably, and hopefully, you know, I downloaded it to my Explorer file, and it was a compressed file. So you have to, when it's compressed, you have to extract that file and then open it up. And then, because it was a zip file, let's see okay. Since I had already opened the compressed file, I was trying to see if I can show you how I did it, but it's already open. And when I open it, I have a PNG file and a JPG file. And what I did after I opened the file, I went ahead and uploaded over here to my projects. And as you can see, it's right here. You go to upload image, and it pulls it from your Explorer file. And so when I upload it, I added it to my canvas. Okay. So what I'm going to do is upload it again here. I'm going to add to the canvas, and as you can see how large it is, so I'm going to make that 25% instead of 100%. And you can see I have two of them on there. Apparently I didn't, let me delete one. And so as you can see, I have an orange rectangle that's telling me it's too large. Cricut only allow you to size up your design to a specific size. It's a minimum limit to how large you can upload your image on. So here, this rectangle, when I open it, is saying that my image is too large. It needs to be 6 by 7.5 by 9.25 or less. So let's try that. So what I'm going to do, make sure that I unlock here the size so I can change the width. So it says 6.7. So I made that 6.7. Then I'm going to go over here to the height, and I'm going to do 9.0. And as you can see how small that is. Okay, so it's too small to go on a shirt. So I'm limited on this particular design on how wide I can make that. And as you see, every time I change the size, I get this orange rectangle telling me it's too large. That Cricut, I can't print it through Cricut. So the other thing that I do is I put it on, you can put it in a Word document. In other words, you can go and save it from, go back to your Explorer file. And that's what I did. I went here and went from my Explorer and I made a copy of that file and I put it in my Word document. And this is my Word document. In the Word document, you can crop it to put your cursor here. You can make it, you can size it a little larger. Let's see here. I was trying to see. Some people wrap. Okay. And this is a picture. So if you want to change your picture, I don't usually, like I said, you can crop it on here. And again, I'm going to let you know I'm learning as I go through this with you. I'm learning as well. So here it talks about, let's see, editing. So you select object. And what I do, I can make it as large as right here. I make it a little larger. You can bring it over, but you have to be careful because you'll go this line here. You go outside that line. But if you put your cursor, like I said, put your cursor, you can make it taller. You can make it smaller. But I decided, and there is a place, picture format, that you can go to. And on the picture format, it tells you right here, right now the height is 5.63 and the width is 7.2. And when I did it on Cricut, it was very tiny. But when I do it in Word, it's much larger. So I can print this out. And what I plan on doing is printing it out on another sheet. And I will tell you which one I'm going to use this time. And instead of going through sublimation printer, I'm just going to go on a regular printer. And I'm going to print it out on a special paper because I like things a little easier. And because I want to put it on a black shirt. And I want to show you how I do it on a black shirt. Because if I use my sublimation, it's not going to sublimate on a black 100% cotton shirt. So I want to print it out on a specific paper. I'm back on in Word. So in order for me to get this design larger, I had to play with it for a little bit. And I went up to picture format. And of course, picture format let me know how high and the height and the width. But when I originally did this, I had a time it was going off the paper. So what I did is I went into wrap text right here. And when I went into wrap text in front of text, what it did, it gave me an opportunity to make this larger. So on here, I was able to make it the height 9.2 and my width larger as well. I don't want to make it too large to come off the paper. But from here, I'm going to go ahead and print it out on my heat transfer paper that I told you, PPD. And we're going to see how this turns out on a black t-shirt. So I'll be back with you in a minute. So, hello everyone. So after using the PPD paper, that's the transfer paper that I was trying out, and printing this up from my Inkjet printer, I place the design that I use to use this paper, this photo paper, to put on my black shirt. And I use an example of a shirt before I put it on the original, just to make sure it comes out okay before placing it on a, a new shirt, because they do cost money. But I'm not satisfied with it, and I don't know if it's design or the paper. However, with this kind of paper, you have to use a pair of scissors to cut out the design, and that way you don't have the white part left in there. And I tried to do it over here, but it didn't come out right. So again, I don't know whether it's the paper or maybe it was the design. I think it's more both. I don't like the texture of the paper, transfer paper. And again, I could not print this design out through Cricut so it could cut it for me. It wouldn't allow, it was very limited on the size. So I don't know if it was in the design, the make of the design or what. So I end up had to print it out on my Inkjet printer to get a larger font to put on the shirt. So this way, this is the only way you would get it larger, is go and put it in Word. And then you have to get scissors and cut this out in order to place it on your shirt. And like I said before, you still have this white, because I can't use my scissors for the detail cutting. Now, if you have a cutting machine, that might work out better for you. So, again, there's instructions that come with this. And they even had a little neck measurement for the center, to measure the center of the shirt for infants or adults or whatnot that came with this. But, I want to try it out, and I'm learning, and I'm going to make mistakes, and it's a lesson learned. So this is why I'm trying to try different things and share it with you. And of course, this is just part 1. And part 2, I'm going to be doing another black shirt, and I'm going to try the sublimation paper, clear paper, the HTV paper, on a black shirt with a different design and see how that comes out. But like I said, it might not be the paper, but you would have to cut it out, design, or either have a little block around it, that color. And but I did try it, and like I said, I didn't like the way the paper felt anyway, and I couldn't print it out through my Cricut to get it the size that I want. And if you have a cutting machine, that might be better for you than trying to do scissors. However, with the cutting machine, I don't know how I would get all of the details or white from around that. So on my next video, which will be part 2 to this particular one, I will be showing you the sublimation, how it turns out with the design, and using the 2-part from the sublimation paper and the HTV sublimation, clear sublimation. So until the next video, part 2, I look forward to seeing you, and give me a thumbs up. And we'll learn together. We're learning together. And this is what it's all about, making mistakes and learning from your mistakes and your errors. Thank you for joining me.